Hi there, fellow AI Synthesizer. I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the second module called the Jack of all trades fallacy. And let's switch the second screen. So, yeah, this is the Jack of all trades fallacy. And we're gonna cover in this video the age of the generalist, why being a Jack of all trades is like the differences between a Jack of all trades and a master of one. Why is it advantageous to the jack of all trades, to the generalists to be adaptable? Like the adaptability aspects of it. We'll gonna cover why does this matter when learning AI, and finally the actionable steps to being a generalist and how to apply these aspects in your life. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and X. I have some exclusive contents there. I'll leave everything in the description below. And I need your help to share this course, and we can start a revolution and change people's life together. It's nice to have some like-minded people. So let's get to it. And warning, this is one of the most important videos in the entire course, as it is the foundational modules of this whole AI synthesizers masterclass. And yeah, so don't skip it and don't fast forward. You can watch it in like two times speed to be much more like to consume the content in less time. And Steve Jobs said when you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. They just saw something. That's because they were able to connect experiences they have had, and synthesize new things. Steve Jobs even said it like if Steve Jobs, like creator of Apple, I mean, he created a solid brand, he was onto something. Basically, generalists or creators with multiple interests attract attention and can make a living by combining their diverse skills and interests. This is the creator economy. Like, the creator economy is booming right now, and as Dan Coe calls it, is the second renaissance. So, for people who have different types of interests and diverse skills, editing videos, graphic design, um, making content, etc., etc., they are very flexible and can make a very, very big amount of money with those skills, and it's future proof. So, yeah. So, let's start by covering the age of the generalist. Basically, we are witnessing a exponential growth of the creator economy, as I said, and it is driven by people seeking education and skills outside of traditional jobs and schooling. Like with the rise of YouTube creators, YouTubers, and these past like decade and a few years, it's starting to get like YouTube is like online education is very very valued right now, and a lot of people are getting out of the 9 to 5 jobs and schools, and people are not going to the university or college that much. So this is a metric that tells you that the wealth generation is being decentralized from the traditional old methods that our like grandpas and our parents thought was right. So being flexible and going towards where the money is something that determines your wealth. So you should take that into consideration since it is a very important point. And there is a growing demand for human connection online, favoring personalities over generic and repetitive content. Like people right now are craving for the social human aspect of people. Like Sam Solek is the best example I can give. He launched the new era of YouTube, let's say. It's not a new era, but it's like raw videos that aren't edited, like he just cuts pieces of the video and he sticks them together and he makes a video out of it, and he just sits in the car, talks about like his point of views of what he loves, what he likes, and just posts it on YouTube. Like, and by doing that, he started giving like getting traction, getting like he was genuine with his advice, and he was just documenting what he loved, what he has done, and people are following him because he is him, and not like the meme. He is him, but like this, he's a real human. Like you can feel the genuine authenticity throughout his content, which is that's what people crave. So there is a very big demand for that. So if you are genuine and you say yourself, like for me in these videos, like I'm following uh Max person. I don't know how to. I'm sorry if I butchered his name, but he is the type of guy that gives advice and courses just by getting the camera on, and he speaks freely within the video. So yeah, that's very important, being authentic. So let's jump into the next point, which is the generalists. Being diverse and interesting can solve problems. Yeah, I mean, generalists being diverse and interesting can solve problems from multiple angles and find meaning in life through varied challenges. When you are exposed to many and various fields and skills and different types of exposures, basically to the gym, to the uh, I don't know, engineering, to editing, to photography, like myself, I started to see multiple angles of attack when I have a new project, let's say. And once you have like insights inside of a field, you can apply those insights to any other field that you have, which is quite the advantage that the journalists have compared to um, the masters of one, which are the specialists in that case. And that lets you be more valuable, and you can think on a whole another level of like problem solving, and basically creating and solving problems in a creative way. And yeah, that's really valuable. Also, self-reliance. The second renaissance promotes an entrepreneurial mindset where individuals take responsibility for their own success by leveraging their skills and passion. And yeah, this is like a double-edged sword, let's say, because if you can leverage your skills and passions and your interests by being a generalist, your income is determined by yourself. Like no one will um, determine your income more than yourself, which is a very good thing because you are not capped by another external factor. You are your own factor. Like you are the own determining factor of your income and wealth, which is something very big. It's a responsibility. The other hand, you can fuck it up pretty easily. So you need to be conscious about this power and this responsibility to be self-reliant and have a mindset that having a growth and abundance mindset, like I said in the first module. So if you couple that with the aspect of self-reliance, you would be very unstoppable with it. So that's what you should know. This is a quick mind map that I made with ChatGPT. So I'm creating with AI. I'm creating um my own course. But yeah, this is like basically a quick mind map. I try to simplify it as much as possible to like to make a make notes of the age of the generalist. Basically, the education shift to self-education and skill-based learning. There is the creator economy that gives new opportunities and also have a new aspect of decentralized wealth. That's what we talked about. Also, the human connection by there is a lot of online communities that are born right now that are taking a very big boom, and they are on demand, and personal branding while being authentic, like we said about Sam Solek, for example, or I mean, there's a whole lot of other people that are doing that. It's kind of the new wave or era of YouTube. Also, there is the work changes. There is also the rise of remote work after 2020, the C virus that promoted remote work because it became more mainstream, let's say, and also the gig economy. Like right now, it's more short term contracts rather than being it's more freelancers better than having a 9 to 5. That's the mindset. These last years, like it became mainstream basically. Also, there is a lot of technological advancements, like these 2 last years, like this year and 2023 with ChatGPT, AI and automation, and also internet accessibility. Like this is since like 2000s, and yeah, that's the age of the generalists. Let's jump into the differences between the jack of all trade versus a master of one. Basically, a there is the aspect of labor work replaceability. Many jobs and educational systems are becoming outdated due to advancements in technology. There is a shift towards becoming more independent, having diverse work. That's the problem with being a specialist. If you are skilled in one place, you are stuck in that place in the outdated systems. Like if you are skilled in biology, you will stay in biology. You can't get out of that. And that's a trap that you can set yourself up if you follow the like the old educational systems and the old jobs that the not the matrix, but the I mean the average people that are promoting it. So I mean the metrics don't lie, like data don't lie. There is a clear shift of being more independent right now, and people are awakening to that fact that being more independent and achieving freedom, just working online and creating what they love, like doing what they love and creating stuff that are worth it, it's much more better for them than being stuck in a old system. I mean, being a doctor or being a lawyer or these need like a veterinary. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Like it's hard to pronounce it in English, but like in doctors of animals, veterinarian. I mean, in French we say it vétérinaire. So as you understood, it's like those types of jobs are quite dependent on the classic educational system, and that's okay. Like that's really okay. But if you are doing a business degree or also engineers, it's like people really there is some people out there that really want to do like physics or something. Like that's okay if that's what you want, you can stay with it. Like, but if you are doing like a I don't know a master's of communication or social media or digital marketing, business or something of the sort, it's bullshit. Like you can never earn that much money with it. And if you are in the US, you will be in debt. And there is just the constant loop of being indebted. And that's insane. So there is a clear shift towards being more independent. So Narrow focus and limited flexibility. Specialists are highly skilled in a single area, while this can lead to mastery, also means their skill set is limited. Like one trick ponies in League of Legends. That's actually an example that I really like because in League of Legends there is some people that have a pool of champions, like it's characters they play like if they play like five characters and they go into a game and sometimes we ban one character, like only one person in the whole game can play that character. And for one trick ponies they take only that character for their whole career, and once they ban it they become obsolete, and this is basically limited flexibility. And this tells you a lot about being a specialist in, and it limits your skill set in a way that can be avoided. So that's something that's really scary for people to not consider that. And sometimes people go broke just because they don't have a flexible mindset, like being able to adapt to these situations, which is like quite scary for me, to be honest. Like if you can't adapt to your environment and think on your feet, and also have like a variable skill set, it's quite debilitating, let's say. So also, this is there is like the vulnerability to displacement in highly competitive fields. Specialists are at risk of being displaced by others who may have a slight edge in skill or experience. This can lead to job instability and uncertainty. This is like with the rise of AI that people are very scared of losing their job due to AI. If you use AI in the right way and you leverage it sort of your work, automate your work and show the value of AI and use that value inside of your job or a type of like body of work, it cannot be replaced because like AI is an extension of ourselves right now. Like if we use it in the right way and correctly, you can generate like big revenue. And this is what people aren't conceiving in their minds. It's they are just scared. Yeah, AI is gonna take my place. Dum dum. If you are not able to adapt to, let's say you can learn how to prompt and like talk to ChatGPT. Like if you understand some basic concepts of how to talk to ChatGPT and get the result that you want, this is just one aspect of knowing how to use AI. If you can master that, like if you can just learn the basics, like I'm not demanding for you to learn prompt engineering or anything. Like you just try and watch a 10-minute video or a 15-minute video or read a PDF of 3 pages that talk about that. And then you apply it and you start like testing with it and trying to apply it to your field of work, you will be more valuable than 80% of the people that aren't using that in your field. So that tells you something like there's a lot of older people I've met and I've talked with during sales calls and with my old clients. They like there's a lot of old people that are learning AI and they are excited about it. Like there is people that have been in business since years and years and years. They shut down their businesses and they wanted to launch a business surrounding AI in like their past field of work, like coupling AI with their past field of work to create like a very unique product. So, and I've talked to those types of guys. Like, so just so you know, like even old people are on the lookout for AI. Like They are learning how to use AI and how to prompt ChatGPT and being good at it. So you should take that into consideration. There is also cross-pollination. This is where generalists can combine insights from various disciplines to create innovative products and solutions. As I said earlier, um, generalists have the capability to take insights from another field and apply to a whole unrelated field to create and conceive something quite creative and unique, let's say, having like a unique angle of attack to for for creating a project or for making a project. So that's something that's really valuable for generalists. So we will see now the adaptability aspects of the generalists and the jack of all like the specialists. Basically, there is a an analogy that Alex Hormozy said that Alex Hormozy stated in one of his videos, and I called it the slap analogy here. It's basically person A. If person A receives one slap and does not duck, and continues to receive 10 slaps before deciding to duck, this person is less intelligent by definition due to the slower rate of learning from experience. Like if someone slaps you 10 times and like at the 10th slap, you would say, ah, he was gonna slap me and you duck. I mean, you're slow. So by definition, person A is less intelligent. Person B receives one slap and ducks on the second attempt. This person is more intelligent by definition due to the faster rate of learning from experience. This is where the difference lies. Rate of learning, the speed at which individuals learn from their experiences, is a measure of their intelligence. Faster adaptation to new information and situation is indicative of higher intelligence. Being more intelligent doesn't mean you have a higher IQ or something. IQ points are just points. It's just a metric system. Uh, if you are graded on 10 points and you have like 9 over 10, that doesn't mean anything. It's just like a number. But if you are intelligent in this definition, like by learning from your experiences and synthesizing what you have learned, and you adapt fast when you get new information and situations, that will leave you with a higher sense of intelligence. And I know that intelligence and being smart have different, like, it has different areas of intelligence. Like, there is emotional intelligence, there is technical intelligence, there is academic intelligence, like, there's a lot of types of musical intelligence also. Like, there's a lot of types of smart, but in the general definition, it's a measure of it's a rate of learning and feedback and adaptation. Person A ignores initial feedback and takes longer to adapt, leading to repeated mistakes. But person B utilizes feedback immediately and adapts quickly, reducing the number of mistakes. So that gives you a whole another aspect of being um, adaptable, like learning in a fast manner. It reduces the repeated mistakes that you might have during your um, while creating your business and while creating stuff, creating content, creating solutions, etc., etc. Connecting the dots. Generalists can connect the dots and cross between seemingly unrelated fields. This ability to integrate knowledge from various sources lead to innovative thinking and quick adaptation. As I said, Steve Jobs said, like if you ask, um, like generalists and synthesizer, oh, how did you make this? Like they would feel guilty because like they just saw the possible connection between two different types of informations and they came up with a seemingly new solution, but it was just there. They connected it. So that's a superpower actually, if you use it right, of course. Also, there is pattern recognition. Generalists develop the ability to recognize patterns more efficiently. This skill helps them anticipate outcomes and adjust their actions accordingly, similar to person B who ducks after the first slap. It has a very big, how do we call it, linear relationship with rate of learning. Basically, if you learn fast and you have constant like feedback and you apply yourself to that new feedback, like you use that feedback immediately, like you will develop the skill of pattern recognition. If you see something happening over and over and over and over, you would have you can detect like the outcomes and you can adjust yourself according to the data. And this is the secret of success, basically, like using data, metrics, and adapting to it. And if you do, for example, if you are trying to lose weight, and if you, let's say, if you eat something like not losing weight, but if you are in the gym and you have basically you want to do incline bench press, and there is many types of incline bench press exercises. You can do it with the dumbbells, like there is variations. You can do it with the dumbbells, you can do it with the barbell, you can do it with a Smith machine, etc., etc. And if, for example, you do it with the barbell and you don't feel your upper chest, your shoulders start to hurt and it's uncomfortable. But for the dumbbells variation, you feel your upper chest like quickly and automatically. Yeah, automatically. I mean, it's hard to pronounce something. T O. Yeah, you understand. So automatically you feel your upper chest, your shoulders feel fine. They are like good, and they were all ready to attack the um, exercise. You would naturally choose um, the dumbbell variation, but like this is for the person B, for example. Like uh, once just like if he does just 2 reps and he feels uncomfortable, he will stop directly and change to another variation that is more comfortable for him. But if person A started benching and he started having um, feeling uncomfy and he started having pain in his shoulders, he wouldn't take it into consideration until he injures himself or he fucks up his shoulder. And that would be sad to to have because you didn't learn from your feedback that was given to you by your own body, which is being uncomfy and your shoulder hurts if you do it. So that's an example of rate of learning and pattern recognition and also adaptation. Why does this subject matter when learning AI and being an AI synthesizer, basically? Um, Basically, constant innovation and learning. AI is actually rapidly evolving and staying up to date with the updates of OpenAI, all these frameworks, chatbots, and everything requires continuous learning and adaptation. It might seem scary for a lot of people to learn new stuff, but if you are actually curious and you want to learn how to use a tool that will eventually help you earn more money, gain more time, and have zero added stress without having additional employees to do a single task and you can prompt ChatGPT to do it for you, that is worth it actually. And you shouldn't be scared, but quite excited to learn something new. And I am here to ease that process of learning and show you how I did learn, like coming from a person who went to the technical stuff and I went so far deep in the technical stuff that I wasn't understanding anything, but at the end I figured it out and I've got my lesson from it. So yeah, you shouldn't be scared and this should excite you, basically. Versatility in implementation. Exposure to multiple fields allows generalists to bring fresh perspectives to AI, allowing to creative use of AI to scale a business and generate revenue. As I said, when being exposed to multiple fields, multiple skills, and multiple types and sources of information, you can have a new perspective of using AI. Basically, I don't know, using AI to generate images and tag Shopify products while using Google Sheets. And I mean, you can mix and match a lot of solutions like this to have something that is highly customizable for your field of uh, field of work, basically. This is where lies the value in being an AI synthesizer, opening up your mind to new types of informations, new um, types of technologies that will help you generate more revenue and scale your business, and also just being curious and learning. That will allow you to learn or not learn, but that will allow you to be a better person, basically, be a better businessman. That's how I can describe it, basically. Being more efficient, more productive, and just more intelligent at the end. So, and broad perspective. AI solutions often require a holistic approach that considers technical, social, and ethical implications. AI synthesizer, with their broad perspective, can address these multifaceted challenges more effectively. When you have a big complex problem that a client have in their business or you have in your business, and you know how to use AI and you know how to create AI solutions for yourself, and once you get um, once you adopt like a holistic approach, like you have a broad perspective, you take everything in, like you zoom out, you take a step back and you analyze the process of which a given task is working and you want to apply to it like the AI aspect, you can apply it like very effectively if you have a growth and learning mindset, like just being continuous learning. So yeah, a broad perspective. AI solutions often require a holistic approach that considers technical, social, and ethical implications. AI synthesizer, with their broad perspective, can address these multifaceted challenges more effectively. Once um, you have like that one step back, uh, like you zoom out of the process that you are trying to automate, and you try to consider a creative use of AI. If you are already exposed to multiple fields, you are learning from a lot of sources. You know how to pick the right information. You curate the information authentically and in a good manner. You can apply all those type like bits of information to conceive that solutions. And for you, a future AI synthesizer, you can and you will create those type of solutions more effectively. So that's the thing with having a broad and holistic approach. Basically, synthesizer can distill large amounts of information from various sources into actionable insights. That's what I talked about just a second ago. So the actionable steps. I think it's bugged, but yeah. You need to learn continuously and nurture your curiosity. Consume content that helps you move the needle forward to your goals. Engage and collaborate. Join AI communities or join other communities that there are. You can check school. There is a lot of interesting communities that other people have. Like it's insane. Like everyone is booming there, and they are quite impressive at like what they are putting out inside of school. Just kudos to you, uh, people of school. And the best way to learn is actually to make something or start a project, basically creating something. It is the best way to learn. If you are trying to make a simple web app in Python or using JavaScript or I don't know, like that goes for people who want to code and also for people who want to make a simple chatbot to chat um, with your own like documents and your whole like internal, for example, internal sales transcripts, and you want to analyze them in a more efficient way to have very good insights to what to do for that instance, like for an upcoming meeting to prepare for a meeting. Uh, you can start by creating a simple OpenAI API system. You upload the files that you have, and then you try and play with it. Like you try to test what the temperature does. You try to prompt it in a specific way. You can follow a tutorial doing that, and you can follow it step by step to achieve that. So that's a way to like this is an example project of what you can do in this field. So you should try to make something. It's the best way to learn. So yeah, I fucked up the transitions and the animation aspect. So I mean, it's bugging. You're seeing it. Yeah, let's get to work. I mean, that's the second video I'm making. It's good. It feels good. I'm getting into the flow of work. I'm starting to take a more um, comfortable approach on how to make videos, and also I'm like literally chilling. I'm on my chair. I'm just talking to the camera as a friend. I'm killing the perfectionist that I have in my mind. Don't hesitate to join school community